Good morning. Please ignore this. I literally just woke up. But my niece literally called me and said, and I quote, "Get your ass down here. I made bomb breakfast, so we're gonna go judge this so-called bomb breakfast." There's more bacon if you need more bacon too. This is the breakfast in question, y'all. A potato, that is breakfast, so let's judge it. Y'all, look what email I woke up to! I'm literally freaking screaming. I was so confused because I was like, did I request this on NetGalley? But then it said this one hasn't been opened up to the public on NetGalley yet, so now's your chance to dive in. They just sent me this? Hello? I don't know if it's St. Martin's Press or Wednesday Books, but whichever one, thank you so much. I don't know if I'm on some kind of list because I did end up getting one last stop early, but happy Monday. Happy Monday. Also, I'm so dumb. It literally says it in the email, Wednesday Bugs. Thank you, Wednesday Bugs. Hi friends, so today I would like to bully you all a little bit, in a nice way. I want to bully you into picking up this series, one of my favorite series of all time, which is ending tomorrow, today, when you're watching this. Today. This is The Guinevere Deception by Kirsten White. If you've watched my channel, you've probably heard me talk about these books because I love them so dearly. And they are not very loved in the community. I don't think enough people have read them. And I will say there's a good amount of people who have read it that simply does not enjoy it. Whitney. But those people are wrong. I know books are subjective and everyone has their own valid opinions, but if you don't like this book, you're wrong. The Guinevere Deception is about a girl named Guinevere, who is sent to Arthur, because this is like an Arthurian legend. She's sent to him to protect Camelot after it has banished all magic, including Merlin, who has been like its protector and Arthur's sort of helper throughout his life. Perhaps this is common knowledge if you are into Arthurian legends. I can never say it. But I had gone into this like not knowing anything, so you can absolutely do that. Guinevere is sent to marry him, become Camelot's queen, and sort of undercover of it all, use magic because she's a changeling to protect him, protect Camelot. That's where the story starts. There's also a lot of mystery about who Guinevere is, her past, her memories. They've been kind of messed with, and so it's a lot of her figuring herself out, figuring out how to be a queen and finding her place in this world that is so unfamiliar to her. A couple people asked for me to talk about the series because they know that I've read the last book. I was so grateful to be sent an ARC from NetGalley. Obviously, I'm not going to go into specifics about the last book or the second book, but I did give the last book 5 stars, just as I have each book in this trilogy. However, I do think the last book will be the most controversial of the series, and I don't know if it's going to be something that everyone loves, because even as I was reading it, certain things would happen that I was like, no, I don't like that. Rewind, no. But the resolution that we come to in the end was just very satisfying. The last book really touched on kind of human nature, the gray area between good and evil. And in this book, more than any of the others, we really get to see Guinevere make choices for herself rather than something she does for Arthur or for Camelot or for her friends. And she doesn't always make the most sound decisions. There are times where I was like, Guinevere girl, I want to shake you. But it was really interesting to see because it felt so different from the other books in that way. This book, I would say, is the most that spends time outside of Camelot. And of course, we finally get answers about who Guinevere is, and I did not see that coming. I was, as the kids say, shook. That was so fucking cheesy, I'm sorry. Honestly, I finished the book and I'm like, I already want to reread it. I just love Guinevere so much as a character. She is just this girl who has been put in this position that is so challenging and so unlike anything that she has done, but she always tries to be good and she always just wants to help. Like, I know that's like sounds so basic, but Guinevere is just so pure and like sunshine and like, ugh, I love her so much. I can't even explain it. She's just, I love her. I love her so much. I love Arthur. I love Brongion. I love all these characters. And this is one of those rare books where I literally ship her with basically all of her options. And that never happens for me. I do have a preference, but like, I think one of the reasons this series does not get the love that it so rightfully deserves is because it's not a plot heavy book. And I think people go into it with the wrong expectations. These are really sort of slow burning books. There is action and there is reveals and drama and all that stuff, but it happens more towards the end, or it's a little more quiet because the main focus is really the characters and Guinevere in particular and the way that she grows throughout this series. And I love all of the relationships she forms. I love her friendships, all the women and how they interact, the people who she befriends and how she changes the systems almost that work because of it. And it's, I could go on and on. It's so good. Also, the series has literally the prettiest covers ever. Like, hello. I am so sad that it's done. I'm so sad that I'll never get more Guinevere content. I could cry. Like, I certainly have my own headcanons about what happens after the end of the third book, because I do think it sort of ends openly. Like, we get a lot of answers and it's a satisfying conclusion, but you can certainly have your own opinion on where things go for Guinevere after. So yeah, if you haven't read this series, I beggeth, I pleadeth that you pick it up, give it a chance. If you don't like it, don't tell me. Kiersten White's writing is so good. These books feel so magical and almost lyrical, and they're just soft. And Guinevere, Arthur, my babies, the dragon in this book, ugh. That's like not like a major part of the book. Don't go in thinking dragons. It's just like one part. I feel like I just can't properly explain how much I love this book and why I feel so attached to it. Like, Guinevere is such a comfort character for me, and her heart is just so beautiful, and it's something I really just connected with, and I just love it. Like, I can't express it. I can't put into words how it makes me feel. So go read it now. This is me bullying you. You know when Taylor Swift said, "This is me trying"? Well, this is me bullying you. Anyway, I'll shut up now. Thanks for listening. Although some of you probably didn't. Whitney probably didn't. She probably passed. She probably won't even watch this vlog because I titled it "Bullying You into Reading the Camelot Rising series." I really can't believe that Jennifer L. Armentrout named the like wolves in these series the Caillou wolves. Cause you know the only thing that I'm imagining.
I'm just a kid who's 4. Each day I grow some more. I like exploring. I'm Caillou.
When you can't afford the Olivia Rodrigo concert tickets, so you gotta settle for this.
Strawberry ice cream, 1 spoon for 2 and trading jackets, laughing about how small it looks on you. So when you gonna tell her the way you did that too? She thinks it's special, but it's all reused. That was our place. I found it first. I made the jokes you told her when she's with you. Do you get deja vu when she's with you? I hate this song.
Alrighty, besties. Last update for the night. I made it to page 202 of my book. Still can't really tell you what the plot of this book is, or like, do I have any guesses of where this is going? No. Did we get our first sex scene so I'm satisfied? Yes. Also, the love interest's name, I don't think this is a spoiler, we just haven't learned it until like almost 200 pages in. But his name is Ash, and I don't know how I feel about that, considering From Blood and Ash, and just like the name overall. I don't know if I'm into it. But yeah, that's it. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.